Jim's in Washington. We have all our monthly bills paid with our Visa card. Everything we buy is also paid with Visa. We pay off the Visa bill on time and have never paid interest on our Visa. We use our airline miles at least every 2 years. We have no debt and enjoy traveling with free miles. What do you say? Why do you say this is wrong? Because, Jim, it's very simple. Personal finance is 80% behavior. It's only 20% head knowledge. And several different studies have confirmed that when you pay for things with plastic, you spend more than when you pay with cash. Just in your mind right now, lay out $100 bills on the table in front of you. In your mind, lay out 5 Benjamin Franklins in front of you on the table. And in your mind, lay a piece of plastic down there that says Visa on it. One of those is activating the emotional sensors in your brain, and the other one is not. When you lay Benjamin Franklin down at the grocery store or to buy a piece of clothing or a pair of shoes, and he doesn't come back, your brain says, ouch. When you lay a piece of plastic down, here's what's interesting, and Rachel pointed this out to me a few years ago. I hadn't caught this part of it. You know, when we're kids, we learn to trade things. Back in the day, in the 1930s or 40s, you might have traded marbles. Your grandparents might have traded a blue marble for a green marble, right? And some of you might have traded a toy for a different toy and that kind of thing. You learn to, if you give something, you receive something. There's a transaction has occurred. And so when you give the money, you receive the item. I give them two $100 bills, and maybe I get a little change and I get a pair of shoes and I walk away, right? Maybe I get some change. And depending on you and where you're buying shoes and so forth, right? But anyway, you see what I'm talking about. You hand money over, you leave with shoes. Here's what happens visually with a credit card. You hand a piece of plastic over, they hand it back to you, and you leave with that and the shoes. And somehow that tells your brain that you just got a good deal. That's weird, isn't it? But we don't even think about stuff like that. But the studies show that you spend 12 to 18% more when using plastic over using cash.